So out of nowhere, Battlefield 6 have suddenly revealed the Season 1 plans. There's a nice image here to take a look at and a blog which goes into a lot more detail about these things. And we've got dates and times when we'll be able to access certain parts of the game and also limited time modes. So they've really jumped the gun here and said, look, Season 1 starts October 28th, as we can see here in the top right. It's all going to be free. Of course, you need to buy the game. Live service is going to be free. All the gameplay stuff is included in that. And this is only 18 days after launch. I did not expect this. I thought that we'd be waiting till at least December, but there we go. Pretty cool. So first up, October 28th, Season 1 is called Rogue Ops, and we get a brand new map here called Blackwell Fields. We get a new mode called Strike Point, a new vehicle, the Traverser Mark II, a new carbine, the SOR 300SC, new sidearm, GGH-22. I think we need more sidearms in the game. There's 4 at launch. And then a new sniper rifle, the Mini Scout. Also rail cover and LPVO, new attachments, and more. LPVO, I think that stands for Low Power Variable Optic. And then mid-season, maybe, California Resistance, November 18th, another new map called Eastwood. So we're getting at least 2 new maps in Season 1. Pretty sweet. New limited time mode called Sabotage, and the return of battle pickups. This is cool, man. I really enjoyed these in BF4. I think that's where we saw them originally. And they give you that little power fantasy moment. Another new primary here, the DB12, new shotgun, another new sidearm, excellent. And that's kind of like a stubby revolver, the M357. Another new attachment, the Troy Angled, and more. And then December 9th, the Winter Offensive. This is neat. I like this. Ice Lock Empire State limited time event map. And we can take a look at this image a little bit later. So the Empire State map is just covered in snow. I assume it's going to be snowing as well. Ice Lock is a limited time event. And then we also get a new melee weapon here, the Ice Climbing Axe. Onto the blog then. Here it says, each season we will deliver brand new content every month, starting with Season 1. Expect new maps, weapons, modes, vehicles, and other features that not only enhance Battlefield 6 multiplayer, but are also available for creators to add to the community experiences using the Portal Builder tool. And this is a better look at the first new map here. This one is called Blackwell Fields, and this map supports all combat sizes, land and air vehicles. The description is, just as the fires of war from the single player campaign start to cool, Pax Armata double agents launch a series of attacks on NATO targets. These strikes begin at a recently recommissioned American airbase in the California Badlands. Very different to everything we've seen in the game so far, I would say. Lots of these oil pumps here scattered around, so you could take cover between them, I suppose. Not really much of an overview of the map though, but it's going to be an all-out warfare map, so I'm guessing it's got to be quite big, that one. For some reason it gives me a bit of a hardline vibe. Also in the first phase of Season 1 is Strike Point. This is a new mode designed for 4v4 combat. Strike Point is an intense, small team tactical mode where a squad fights another squad across multiple rounds to capture a key objective. There is only 1 life each round, so make it count. So it looks like they're gearing this up to be a kind of competitive game mode. Maybe only 1 objective in the map. So very quick rounds, 4v4, elimination. I'm guessing to win this it might be something like first to 7 rounds and then you take the game. That new vehicle then, the APC Traverser Mark II. This armoured personnel carrier seats 4, 1 driver, 1 roof gunner and 2 backseat passenger side gunners, serving mostly as an infantry support vehicle. And someone pointed out that this is actually visible in the single player trailer. I'll put an image up on the screen now so you can see what it looks like. This is the new carbine, the SOR 300C. I think that's kind of like a smaller SCAR. A low rate of fire, subcompact carbine chambered in the higher damage 300 blackout ammunition compared to the platform's 5.56 version. And then the Minifix, that's the new sniper rifle. Remember the Scout Elite? That was BF4, wasn't it? And then consider this lightweight bolt-action sniper rifle designed for the aggressive recon soldier, a Minifix to your needs. I mean, that thing's going to have to be really good because you can pick any weapon on recon now. So if you wanted to be an aggressive recon, AR or SMG might be a better option, but we'll see. I mean, it's a very specific playstyle, that, isn't it? And then the new sidearm, the GGH-22. High capacity, high rate of fire and low damage pistol meant to bail out a soldier when they're primary, and in case of assault, both their primaries run dry. And then these 2 new attachments here, rail cover and LPVO, available for a variety of rifles and light machine guns. These 2 attachments, the rail cover and the low powered variable optic, are the first of several to drop after launch to make you rethink how you spend those attachment points. So I'm guessing they're going to be pretty strong attachments then. And then Season 1 Phase 2, we get the second map. This one is called Eastwood. Map support for all combat sizes, land vehicles and helicopters. And here's a better look at it. As part of a coordinated strike across the west coast of the United States, Pax Armata sleeper agents embedded into the Eastwood community, a sleepy affluent suburb connected to a golf course, are activated. This looks like it could be a really fun map to play on. The tennis courts here, and then the golf course. I mean, that's Bad Company vibes, isn't it? Lots of destroyed buildings here. Plenty of opportunity to razz around in a golf cart too. I think I've seen part of this in the leaked Battle Royale gameplay too, or a very similar kind of style to this. So it could be that this is a portion of the BR map that they've converted into a map, or maybe the other way around, or something totally unique. But again, big map, love to see that. 2 big maps in Season 1. I would love to see 3 per season though, if they can do it. And then another new game mode, Sabotage. Mode designed for 8v8 combat. Destroy as many sites as possible before the round time finishes. Use your creativity and your arsenal to do so. Each team has 1 round each to go on offense and defense. The team who successfully detonates the most sites wins. So infantry only, I suppose, 8v8, and lots of MCOMs on a big map, I would guess, and you take it in turns to destroy as many as you can. Battle pickups, new feature. Does this mean that they're going to add these on every map, or just the maps in this season? I hope they put them on every map. Veterans will be familiar with battle pickups. Unlike weapons that appear in the loadout, battle pickups are high-tech, powerful weaponry that are limited in ammo and availability through a given map. Where will these pickups live exactly? That's up to you and your squad to find out. So they're going to be a little bit hidden perhaps. And the one in the picture, I'm not sure what it is. It kind of looks like a handheld minigun. Is this based off anything in real life, or have they taken a few artistic liberties here? Let me know. And then another new primary, the DB12 shotgun, a dual barrel pump action shotgun that feeds from 2 different tubes. 1 trigger pull fires a shell or slug, so you can put slugs in it from 1 barrel. A second trigger pull fires the other, then the pump action rechambers both barrels. That could be pretty strong. And then that snub nose looking revolver there, the M327 trait. High damage with a low rate of fire. This 8-round revolver, 8 rounds, cool. Strong up close with a considerable damage drop-off compared to its 44 Magnum Comrade. It's going to be a good choice, I think. And then another new attachment here, the Slim Hand Stop. The 3rd attachment to come in Season 1. This grip offers an alternative choice for underbarrel choices with its unique blend of ergonomic and handling changes. Not much detail really there, so I don't want to take too many guesses. And then the final phase of Season 1 is called the Winter Offensive, December 9th. So when we're all on our holidays, if we're lucky enough to have holidays, we'll be able to dive into some new content. And here we can see a frosty version of the Empire State map covered in snow. I hope that it actually has some snow effects on it too. That'd be pretty neat, because I assume that they could do this on any map, or even let people put weather effects in Portal in their creations, because they did say at the start that all the new stuff is going to be in Portal too. And it says here, Icelock Empire State, limited time map update. Environmental threats detected. Temperatures have dropped well below freezing in Brooklyn. Gear up, stay warm, and take complete control of the borough with this limited time visual update to the Empire State map. Icelock limited time event, the Icelock looms. This limited time event is centered around a mechanic called Freeze, which is a gameplay modifier that's only active in specific experiences. Unless that's bloody red light, green light from Squid Game, I don't think it is. The only thing that I can think of in terms of Freeze in relation to Battlefield is there's been a few moments in the single player campaigns, one in Bad Company 2 and one in BF5, where you had to get next to fireplaces or fires, and if you weren't, you would freeze to death. You'd start taking damage. So maybe they've implemented that kind of mechanic into multiplayer. So that could completely change the dynamic of the multiplayer experience there on that map. And then a new melee weapon, the Ice Climbing Axe. I doubt you're going to be able to climb up walls with this. Not that anyone would want to. Designed to make an enemy's blood run cold or pick through more delicate environmental pieces, expect this new melee tool to complement this category typically reserved for knives and the sledgehammer. And then there's an updated look at the Tombstone pack that you get from pre-ordering the game. They've changed the way that the Gravedigger skin looks here. So previously, this guy looked like he'd been mewing for hundreds of thousands of years. Now, he's still an absolute Chad, but maybe he just didn't mew as much. Maybe it was just concept art previously, but you get the Hatchet weapon package skin, Bandolier weapon charm, Fallen Heroes player card, Tombstone XP boost. So XP boosts are going to be in the game. and the Pew Soldier Patch and Weapon Sticker. And an updated version of this to the Phantom Edition. So they've slightly changed these skins. They look a bit different to the ones that they showed originally. Maybe a bit less red on them. Not sure. BF Pro token, Battle Pass plus 25 tier skips, exclusive unlocks and more. So I guess that would be the premium Battle Pass or maybe Black Cell kind of thing from COD, I don't know. Shrouded Weapon Package, Drop Shadow Weapon Package, these are skins, Chimera Vehicle Skin, and more. And that was about it for the latest update. As I said, I didn't really expect them to reveal Season 1 info this early on, but I suppose if it's only releasing 18 days after launch, then why not? Get people excited for it, show them what's around the corner. Like I said, 2 maps pretty good, 3 I would love. No mention of Battle Royale either. They were doing testing for that in BF Labs, and there was plenty of leak footage, so that could be coming soon too. So lots of stuff to get stuck into. I do apologize for the lack of videos over the past week or so. I'm away again. You may have noticed my mic sounds a little bit different. Bit of a crazy setup here in a hotel room, but we make do. I am busy working on Battlefield 9, so I'm sorry I do have to go away every now and again. But with that said, appreciate you being here. We've got 9 days before launch of the game. Exciting times ahead, guys. Hopefully the launch goes well and we don't have a ton of server issues. Fingers crossed, and we'll all have a decent Battlefield game to get stuck into. I'm off, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here. Drop me a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.